Pisces placements. Let's find out what's going on for you guys. What is it that you need to know and hear at this time? The Death card. Scorpio energy. The Ten of Swords just flew out reversal. Okay. Now, it's interesting because with the Death card, that is, you know, Pluto energy, right? And Pluto has been in retrograde for the past 5 months in the sign of Aquarius, and we have air sign energy here. But that retrograde has now finished, and we are moving forward now up until about May, the beginning of May next year, 2026, in the direct kind of energy, right? So huge transformation and growth, and finally movement with that Knight of Wands, right? So this is actually going to be really refreshing. We're not going to feel like we're trailing through mud. Things are going to be picking up speed, a bit of momentum finally, okay? There may be for some of you relatively abrupt endings, but with these kind of simultaneous endings come in new beginnings, right? And we clearly have a new beginning with this Ten of Swords in reverse. That's pretty imminent here. And I feel like you're actually ready for this. However this may pertain to you, it may be very much worthwhile to check to see whereabouts you have Aquarius in your birth chart, and maybe which house as well, as to how this energy is going to be playing its part in your life, right, as the months unfold. I'm also getting called to say, interestingly enough, that you may be someone that resonates with this reading if you have Pluto in Scorpio, like you were born in that particular timeline. So I'm picking up in regards to 1983 to 1995, I just got told. So that could be in the years that you were born as an extra confirmation. So you have Pluto in Scorpio, okay, in your birth chart. But even if you're not born within those year dates, this still may resonate for you, right? Some of you may even be a fire sign or have fire sign placements, but you're here because you resonate with the Pisces placements in your birth chart. However it goes, guys, right? But there is a new dawn, a new day being kind of sprung upon you. And I feel like you're ready to move yourself on forward. Let go of whatever isn't serving you. Remove yourself from people, places, and situations that don't serve you, and turn over a new leaf, okay? With the Four of Pentacles, I feel that you may have had a real tricky time to do with your financial stability or security. Maybe your career or your business. Money may have been a bit tight, is what I'm getting. But that particular phase has been temporary, and it's been necessary for you to gain knowledge, wisdom, and experience through the lessons, in particular about how the last 4 or 5 months may have been for you and shaped you, or get you to kind of reevaluate and assess things. Okay, yeah. So if you have been in a period where you haven't had very much, or there's been difficulty with money, there is a major increase to do with your financial status. And I'm hearing this is very much welcomed, right? This is very much welcomed. So I feel like you're ready to open your arms to this. I feel like there was some sort of lesson to learn in regards to self-worth, okay? Self-love, self-worth, belief in self. And I feel like you've learned of that lesson. You've learned of this lesson, more fire sign energy. So yeah, fire is very significant here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you have this new air of confidence, or you will do, about you. I'm even picking up on a glow up. A glow up. Not just personally, but professionally as well. So you may have been pushed out of your comfort zone a little bit in this retrograde, right? You may have been considering taking action on things that you wouldn't have done before, but maybe you felt like you didn't have much option or choice for some reason. So you kind of had to push yourself a little bit out of your comfort zone in order to have this growth in this area of your life. So that could be pertaining to a business or a career. I'm even picking up on being seen more out there, more public, right? So I'm picking up on a social media presence, an online presence for sure. Okay. Maybe you were trying to hide out in the shadows here, keep yourself to yourself, right? Or it's like you were putting yourself out there, but not fully out there, if you get what I mean, right? So you may have had to get used to this. It's like the example I'm picking up on is you may be someone that doesn't really like taking pictures of yourself or being in front of the camera or speaking on camera or whatever, as an example, because obviously with how the world is and continuing to evolve in technology and AI and everything like this, people want real, authentic, genuine connection and individuals to resonate with, right? And especially if you have your own personal brand as like a business, then of course you have to be at the face and the front of it. You have to be there front and center. And maybe you are holding yourself back. Maybe you were putting yourself out there so people kind of knew of you, but not to the point where there was that sense of intimacy or vulnerability to do with a connection, right? So that could have been quite testing for you. You've overcome some hurdles in regards to this. I'm even hearing that there's something to be taken into account to do with yourself, like your physical appearance, or you're taking better care of yourself. I'm hearing getting your beauty sleep, right? Or doing something that works for you. I'm hearing working out. So you could be somebody that's quite athletic, or you've joined a gym, or you've been a lot more conscientious or mindful to do with your diet, your health. There's something about your body here. So maybe you feel a lot better about yourself, about putting yourself out there now compared to how you were before. Maybe you realize that you were getting in your own way from having this progression and growth, or you knew that you could take things to the next level, but there were certain things that you weren't willing to do in order to do of that. So you tried every which way possible to avoid of whatever this is and do of this thing, and come up with other ideas other than the one that you know inherently that actually was genuinely going to work for you. And that's by putting yourself out there. That's by being seen. So it's like you've had to kind of take the bull by the horns and go for it and put yourself out there. No more hiding in the shadows. And it's scary, it's daunting, especially if there have been, certain fears or worries or concern or anxieties about similar experiences that you've gone through in the past, and they had been kind of holding you back somewhat. Painful memories is what I'm hearing. And you've had to really push through all of that. But I'm hearing there was a considerable amount of healing that has taken place. You taking each day as it comes and putting yourself out there just a little bit more each day and doing something different. And now your breakthrough is here with the Ace of Swords because you've done it. So I'm hearing welcome to your new beginning, your new life.